Jai Jagannath. Why is so cold? Jai Jagannath. You all are part of Jagannath culture now. So you must all oblige to Jagannath Mass. Jai Jagannath. Honorable guests of the 14th graduation ceremony of NISER Bhubaneswar, eminent scientists of our country, Professor Ajit Kumar Mahanti, Chairman Board of Governors, NISER, Professor Hirendranath Ghosh, Director NISER, my dear friend Dr. Pranay Kumar Swain, Dean Academics, NISER, Dr. Tirumala K. Chaudhary, Associate Dean, NISER, and distinguished faculty on the days, distinguished dignitaries in front of me, Professor Ramanujam, Director of IIMT, my dear students, respectable parents, other dignitaries of the society, and friends from the media. I am a little bit in a situation of very difficult situation, a tricky situation, because after listening Dr. Mahanti, you are a doctor. You will be conferred another honor of Kosa in your alma mater in Ravenshaw College. Every student has a hidden ambition. He should be recognized in his own institution. And I will be fortunate to part of that great ceremony where Dr. Mahanti will be conferred with a honoris causa by his own institution where he completed his masters in science, by none less than Honorable President of India, who happens to be a great lady of Dr. Mahanti's own district. So it's a great honor for all of us. It's an honor for Odisha also. Dr. Mahanti, I have forgotten what I have to speak. But let me try to reconstruct my thoughts. Before that, let me view few of my points. I appeal to Dr. Mahanti. After few months, he will be retiring from his official status. He will be completing 65, 66. In your cadre, it is 66. So, after completing his 66th year, he will be superannuating from his present job. Just before that, I was talking to him and Pranay. Let us make it a point. I also put myself in that category. It's not necessary every time we will all be on the stage. But let us place today, from next year, the graduation ceremony or convocation ceremony or Samavartan Utsav of this great institution should be of reputation, and we all will be here, will try to be here in this hall on that day, and Dr. Mahanti will be a regular part of this event henceforth. And I was asking Hirendranath ji, I am a little confused. Dr. Mahanti is a professor or a scientist? He said that he is a scientist, but he is an excellent professor. What is the takeaway of a few of his points? My dear students, his takeaway is you all can become Gandhi, from Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi to Gandhi, and you all can become Homi Bhabha. Both of them were not started their journey as desired by themselves or their parents. I studied a little bit about Gandhiji. Gandhiji went to South Africa in search of quality life, good life, comfortable life. When he traveled around South Africa, he faced the heat of racism. When the Johannesburg station, he has been thrown from the train in the mid of the night. How can a black can enter to a first class compartment? You cannot travel in this first class compartment. Is entitled for only for whites. In the biting cold, he thought, I must fight back. and the fighter Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi became Gandhi and Mahatma Gandhi to the rest of the world. Today it is history. And you all can be Gandhi. You have started your journey as with your own self. But friends, everybody can do wonders. It is possible. Gandhi is one example. This is an important takeaway of Dr. Mohanty's speech. And number two, Homi Baba. Today you have completed your PhD, your masters, you have completed your education, but another important takeaway of Dr. Mohanty, you have started your learning of society, learning of civilization, learning of situation, learning of challenges. And by changing your track, by your maturity, you can become Baba. I wish all the best to all of you in the beginning, and your parents might be little bit happy with Dr. Mohanty's advice and Dr. Mohanty's other advice also. At one point, scientists are very, very eminent. They're little, laymen like me are little bit confused when I talk to them. At one fallacy he argued, don't go by your parents' want. Your parents might have thought you will become Homi Baba the engineer, and you will join to a comfort zone. Your service, your certainty, your assurance, your good quality life, that is parents' expectation. Lot of parents are here. I am happy in a convocation. I think parents are more than in numbers than students. It's a good sign. It's a sign of healthy family expectation in our society. I convey my regards on behalf of local society, on behalf of education community of India to all of you. You all are proud for your children, and we so proud for our youngsters of our country. At one point of time, Dr. Mohanty argued, don't go by your parents' advice. Become Homi Baba. Homi Baba the scientist, don't become engineer. And his second suggestion, he said, oblige to your parents. This is the nature of a scientist. Here lies the innovation. By synthesizing two other chemicals, there were new innovation. Friends, today we all are in a very critical and historical juncture. He also mentioned about that. We have a Prime Minister Modi has given us a target. By next 22 years, this country is bound to be a developed country. This is in our destiny. This is in our destiny. India will be leading the entire human civilization by next 2 decades. But it will not be a simple thing by good preaching, good lecturers, few physical good structures. It will not be going to happen. If you want to achieve the developed country status, developed nation status, our economy has to be robust. We have to be self-dependent. We have to be leading the entire human civilization with our quality and values. With our economic power, today India is the number 4th economy in the world. By today morning only, when addressing the nation on the occasion of Rozgar Mela, Prime Minister Modi was very confident. Just now he has come back from 5-nation tour. He said, very soon India is going to the 3rd largest economy in the world. It is not far away, friends. The entire world is aging. The developed countries are aging. India is the only country of young peoples. And I am happy, the bunch of young people wearing Sambalpuri cloth. I represent Sambalpur constituency in Parliament. I am so happy. Today you all have respected my textile, respected my civilization, respected my culture. As a representative of Sambalpur, I must compliment all of you. These youngsters have the advantage that this is the asset of our nation. Friends, today, if I ask, let me become a little bit teacher. How many of you will go for postdoc? Please raise your hands. Those who have completed, only 5-4%. नो नो, टेल ट्रूथ यार, सच बोलिए तो सही। डजंट वांट टू गो, दोज वांट टू, जो बाहर जाएंगे पोस्ट डॉक के लिए तो हाथ खड़ा करें। अच्छा 3, ये ज्यादा सब मास्टर्स के स्टूडेंट है क्या? अच्छा कितने, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू विल ज्वाइन PhD in a foreign university? Oh, little bit hands are raising. Oh, great. Parents, just see. Just now, Dr. Mahanti advised them, be obliged to your parents. You might have your own dreams. You will join in a service. They might have fixed their fiancés. They will tell you when they will go back to your home. They will tell their mother. I have some good friend in campus, I met them. They will tell you, you have your own planning, but they have their own planning. How many of you will come back to India? Tell truth यार, सच बोलिए। कितने लोग नहीं आएंगे? अभी नहीं बताएंगे, अभी बताएंगे तो पिताजी जाने का टिकट भी नहीं देंगे। Friends, in last 4 years, I am in charge of education sector of this country. I have my own experience and my own expectation. Today, we are implementing, we are in the 5th year of implementation of national education policies. And how do I see these two things? When we are implementing national education policy, when Prime Minister Modi has given a target by 2047, we have to be self-sufficient, self-dependent. We have to be independent. That means our education must be interdisciplinary. Our education must be research-centric. Our research must be not only for papers, not only for publications. Our research must be culminate with a quality product. What kind of product? Product of human need, product of human misery, product solution for human misery, solution for human food security, production for quality life. Are we preparing ourselves in that way? How many of you have a plan to become entrepreneur? Option 1. Option 2, faculty. How many of you want to become faculty? Please raise your hands. Masters and PhD. Tell truth. Always, Dr. Mahanti said, tell truth. How many of you want to become entrepreneur? Number is small. Friends, with a small number, it may be small today, because many of us, especially parents, and our upbringing is compel us to get into the comfort zone. Just imagine, when we are talking about freedom movement, just imagine 100 years ago, that means in 1925, what was happening in the country? The entire youngsters of the country, entire cream of the country, entire elite of the country was fighting against British tyranny for the freedom of this country. In those days, they never thought we will be in the comfort zone. They have done their own career. They have their own life. But the aim and motto and mission was how to get freedom. उस समय की स्लोगन था, देश के लिए मरना चाहिए, बलिदान देना चाहिए. Today's motto is, let us, in those days it was, let us sacrifice our comfort, our life for nation. Today, let us live for the nation. देश के लिए ही जीना चाहिए, देश के अंदर ही जीना चाहिए, थोड़ा बहुत बाहर जाइए, लेकिन लोग चाहिए. मित्रों, इस देश में today, where do you stand? Today, if I go by little statistics, in innovation index, what is our number? Today, when in 2025 in Odisha, we are fortunate, you all are in Odisha. Do you know in Odisha we have another target? By 20, you all are Odia. Odia buchi parchu na nahi. Before you leave, take a place in front of Lord Jagannath. In whole of your life, you will speak little bit of Odia, you will understand little bit of Odia, and you listen Odia song, Odia bhajan, Odia modern song, maybe Rangabati every year. I'm more than happy if you listen Rangabati. You know Rangabati, na? Sometime we'll dance together about Gangavati. Friends, in 2036, Odisha will be completing its 100 years of administrative unit as a linguistic state. Odisha is the first linguistic state in our country. In 2036, Odisha became a linguistic based state. It's a nice coincidence. In Odisha, we have two targets. After 11 years, we will be completing 100 years of our statehood. By next 22 years, the entire nation, entire civilization, entire country will celebrate its 100th year of independence. Where do we stand today? We are fourth largest economy today. Very soon we will be third largest economy. Where do we excel? Chandrayaan is one among our achievements. 2 days back, I had been to Koraput, one of the underprivileged, underdeveloped district of our country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi put a fast track, aspirational district track to handhold, to uphold the developmental speed of all those underdeveloped districts. Koraput is one among them. I visited Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Dr. Mahanti, and I saw a wonderful thing. Since 60s, HAL is working in Koraput. This time in the warfare with Pakistan, we saw the mighty of military supremacy of India. We all are proud of our Indian Army, Indian Navy and Indian Air Force. And I saw the Brahmastra at Koraput. I saw the making of engine of Sukhoi. Today, there is a news through Sukhoi in our Gopalpur Military Training College. Successfully, we have launched a very fast and dangerous missile in the sea that has been carried by Sukhoi. That means Odisha is now in the global map. In our country's warfare, be it Koraput, be it Gopalpur Military Artillery College, now we have our position. Who is preparing all those Sukhois? In these last few decades, India has achieved that much. We all are proud of that. Friends, today, if 100 rupees digital transaction is there in entire world, 50% belong to India. We are a digital superpower in India today in the digital transaction. In the fintech adoption, India ranks number 1. If you go to any foreign university, you will not find payphone there. You will not find Paytm there. You will not find UPI app there. Now, Government of India is networking with our friendly countries to have UPI connectivity, UPI interconnectivity between their economy also. Very soon, our UPI will be a global instrument. Today, in the fintech, we are number 1 in adoption. In Global Innovation Index, in 2015, our position was 81st. Today, it is 39th. We are increasing. Our startup number today, it is 1.75 lakhs. Today, India is the 3rd largest startup in the globe. In QS ranking, in 2014, only 11 institutions of India were there. Last year, the number was 46. This year, QS ranking, the Indian institutions number is 54. That means we are increasing. We are coming up. We are developing. Friends, this country has no dearth of ideas. As I said, what was happening in 100 years ago? In leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, in leadership of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, in the leadership of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, a sizable section of our leadership was fighting for the freedom of this country. Another set of leadership, be it Madan Mohan Malviya, be it Rabindranath Tagore, be it Sri Aurobindo, the philosophical part of our leadership, the philosopher within our leadership, we are concentrating on education. Now the full cycle is now come to the point 0. We have to prepare ourselves to fulfill the need of the entire civilization. India has taken responsibility of global south. India has pledged itself to be the net zero by 2070. How it will happen? I expect solution from students of NISER. rightly Dr. Mahanti has already mentioned, for the climate concern I am confident. The next APJ Abdul Kalam or Homi Bhabha will come from NISER Bhubaneswar. I am here for this expectation. Friends, in intellectual property registration, we are in very good position. In PhD enrollment, since last decades, our number is 136% growth is there in our PhD registration. Friends, two things is there in the research. Prime Minister Modi is very confident about your capability. He has envisioned two instruments. For the first time in India, like a developed country, we have clubbed our entire research fund and created a new instrument, Anusandhan National Research Foundation, ANRF. This was the recommendation of National Education Policy. Now our research is multi-source, multi-funded source. Now there is a single source with a pocket size of 50,000 crore. In the next 5 to 7 years, Government of India is going to support our researchers with a purpose. Our research will not only for papers, for citation, for science publication. Our research not only face the valley of death by TRL level 4. Now our research is aimed to be TRL level 10, up to the marketplace, up to the household, up to the problem solving points. That for Prime Minister Modi has assigned 50,000 crore rupees in ANRF. Simultaneously, we have a lacking, we have some disconnect within our system. What is that? We don't have any, I visited a state-of-art animal laboratory in this institution. First time in my life I had seen this kind of animal laboratory in the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in MIT. They taught me about the scientific, how they taught me there, how they do experiment on the animals for the human development. Few years back I had seen this kind of laboratory in IISc Bangalore. I am so proud, I am so confident with your capability, with faculty's capability. This animal research center is going to solve the problem of the entire humanity, entire globe. And I am happy Ministry, Department of Atomic Energy and Tata Trust are jointly coming out with a state-of-art cancer research hospital, research-based hospital in this very campus. Eastern India and entire country is going to be beneficiary of that institution. Friends, to take care of this industry academia gap, this year Prime Minister Modi has assured the entire industry of country there will be 1 lakh crore. Mark my point, mark my number. 1 lakh crore interest-free long-term loan to Indian industry. Industry will take loan, they will reinvest on the students, on the researcher, the budding researcher. They will do research, advanced research in institutions like NISER, like IIT, like AIMS, institute like Life Science, institutions like Institute of Physics. They will do all kind of advanced research. And recently I am happy, I am fortunate to be part of that cabinet decision where Research Development Innovation RDI scheme has been launched. With these two schemes, 50,000 crore for ANRF and 1 lakh crore for IDR, DRI, Development RDI, Research Development in Innovation. With these two instruments, there is going to be a sea change, there is going to be a paradigm shift within the research academy, research ecosystem of this country. Today, where do you stand? NISER is surrounded by AIMS. NISER is surrounded by IIMT. NISER is surrounded by IIT. NISER is surrounded by IOP, Institute of Physics. NISER is surrounded by Utkal University. NISER is neighborhood to Ravenshaw University. NISER is neighbor to Odisha Agriculture University. NISER is neighbor to few prestigious private institutions. NISER is neighbor to Institute of Life Science. NISER is neighbor to ICMR's research institution. That means there is no dearth of talent pool in this 15-kilometer radius, 20-kilometer radius. But friends, we have to take up the challenge. We have to create new instrument. Don't get into, I'm here for only one thing, my dear friends, don't get into comfort zone. You all are fortunate. Your parents are not so fortunate. I was not a good student, so I will not say I am not fortunate. But I am, as a policy practitioner, as a social activist, my expectation in front of you is, don't get into comfort zone. This country expects much more from you. Who is going to solve the poverty issue of this country? Who is going to create affordable energy to this country? Who is going to give quality education to this country? Who is going to quality lifestyle to this country? Who will innovate affordable medicines to the critical problems of the human body? Only youngsters of this country can solve that. Few years back, I visited one of the prestigious institutions of our country. I am very impressed with the background of that institution. There is an institution in Kolkata, I think Professor Ramanujan, that is the institute belong to ICCR, National Institute of Chemical Biology. What was the purpose of chemical biology? When it was been founded? It was been founded during colony period, the British rule. Few of the Indian institutions were envisioned by the national leadership, like Indian Institute of Science by Swami Vivekananda advised Tata to create a science institute for purpose of this country. But Indian Institute of Chemical Biology was envisioned by eminent scientists of this country in the pre-independence period, because they thought the country is going to get independence after a few years. But who will take care of our health condition? In those days, country was facing a lot of problems: malaria, congenital diseases, very primary diseases, but they were challenging in those days. Polios. That institute create, they should innovate, invent many innovations, many solutions, many medicine for our country. Can't we think at this juncture, the third decade of 21st century, if India to be a superpower, India to be a developed country, unless the student of NISER Bhubaneswar will place themselves to the nation building, it is not going to happen. I am here to appeal all of my young friends, to my colleague parents, because you all are the age of my kids. As a parents, as a policy maker, as a policy practitioner, as a citizen of this country, I appeal to all of you. I am confident you will do excel in your life. आप सब अपने जिंदगी में और ऊपर जाओगे, महाप्रभु के पास आ गए तो आपको जाना ही तय है। जैसे इस देश की भाग्य में है, हम ऊपर जाना तय है। You all will be flourish. But flourish, small thing. Don't flourish for self. The small thing. Westerner thought leaders thought, their entire Western thought process is started from I. Where do I stand? Where do I get? What did I get? But in our civilization, our journey started with we. स्वयं नहीं, स्व नहीं, समूह की चिंता हमारे दिमाग में सब समय रहता है। आप सब लोग स्व से समूह की प्रवास में आज से आपकी लर्निंग शुरू हो, आप सफल बनो। मैं अत्यंत सौभाग्यशाली हूं, अत्यंत खुश हूं, अत्यंत प्रसन्न हूं कि आप सभी के साथ कुछ समय बिताया, इतने महानुभावों के सामने समय बिताया। मैं क्षमा चाहूंगा, मेरे दो बड़े वरिष्ठ, मेरे राज्य की दो वरिष्ठ बुद्धिजीवी, शिक्षाविद, एमिनेंट पर्सनैलिटी भी बैठे हैं, माननीय श्री रथ, माननीय श्री आचार्य। हम सब मिलके आपके साथ इसी आशा के साथ जुटे हैं, हमारे बच्चे 2047 तक भारत को एक नंबर की देश बना के रहेंगे। उसी आशा के साथ आप सभी को अनेक अनेक शुभेच्छा। भारत माता की।